Arctic Batman. Let's open up this old 1991 made figure. The movie and toy line released in 1992. Back of the box says it was made in 91, of course. You have to make the toy first before you can release it later, you see. But this one has a lot of cool things about it. Cool, like Arctic. So we'll take a close look at it. Brand new in the box. With the awesome artwork of the kind of featured figure. Drawn, kind of doing its thing. Showing off what you should be doing with the figure. The white costume. Take note of the weapon with a little clip there. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. That'll be important. Polar armor and ice blaster weapon. And we can kind of see after the fact a little sticker about contains small parts added. Not part of the original packaging. Somebody remove the price tag. I always like seeing those. Don't remove them. Sneak peek at the features that we'll be playing with. We get to play with water. That always works out here with my stuff getting all wet and screwed up. Indeed, it is a water feature action figure. Which is cool because, again, in the movie, Batman Returns, the Penguin was very aquatic in nature, and then his kind of lair, the Arctic world, kind of zoo area, the snowy city, so the snow theme, Arctic theme of this Batman fits with the movie pretty well, despite, you know, this suit not appearing in the movie at all, of course. But I say we open it up. It's brand new and all. It's yellowing a little bit. And I never got to have this one as a kid with my other Batman stuff. I do remember seeing it in the store, just always kind of passed on it. So of course the awesome silky cloth cape, as always, in the normal black. But here we've got Batman Michael Keaton version in the white suit, which kind of goes against a lot of normal Bat costumes, a dark motif. But it makes sense, again, in the movie, fighting the Penguin in snowy areas. So that's actually a better camouflage for Batman with the white. And it just looks really like stand out. Bright and awesome. Kind of like, there's no bigger contrast than black and white, you know? Still got his gold bits with his belt and bat symbol. There's the cape, removable easily. Extra glossy on the boots, gloves, and tights compared to that white. But we want to check out the accessories, kind of giving him more than just a color change. He's got his unique gadgets to go along with the theme of the suit. So I will have to figure this out a little bit. The missile piece is kind of like a two-part piece, although this kind of seems like it's the missile itself. It's kind of arrowhead gold piece. And we got the launcher, which is got this little squeezy box. The air coming out because you can fill this with the water. Some cool like tanks, like water tank appearance, all the kind of rivets on there. No other color detail, but I think this isn't part of the missile. I think this goes on the squirt apparatus. Thicker end goes down in, so the missile bit can go in the tube. So that might just be for when you're using the water. Too thick to just go in here by itself, so it kind of needs that. It's a little strange. It says it can just fire the missile. I'm not seeing how it would do that. Okay, well, there's a little bit. I guess that stick part is part of the missile. That's what's going on there. This kind of catches some of the air there. You can just kind of air shoot the missile, but it doesn't go very far. We'll come back to that. We got the armor, which has just a simple clip that a lot of the pieces did. This like comes through that you can see on this end. That symbol, got some gold bits, little weird jet kind of things, and then clear plastic for the helmet. Almost like a Mr. Freeze armor like you would have saw in the Superpowers toy line before this, releasing for the first Batman movie. But he can just kind of pop his head up in here. It's a little strange to put on because the clip usually would go to the back. This one goes on the front. You can really see it stretch far. Seems like it would wear out. It is kind of a cool effect. He's got his domed head, again, like a Mr. Freeze style, so, except the bat ears. It's like, it doesn't go up that high, but it does look kind of cool for the style there. It's just a cool armor piece, just kind of the visual of the helmet. Of course, if you really were playing with this in the water, you know, it's not airtight. He's gonna like fill his helmet with water and be like, so the kind of blaster here on the side, kind of hook around so you can hold it. So it does show just using the weapon. Here's a cup of water. We have approximately 30 milliliters of water. I don't know, I felt like I needed a clear cup so you could see that there's water in it. I don't know why I felt, why won't you believe me that I have water? I don't know why I felt this way, but give her a squeeze so the suction will suck that up. It takes almost no water in. Very small amount. Let me see if I can get a lie. So even in the commercial, you know, or the toy, it shows that you could just kind of use this as a water weapon for Batman to shoot. Really only works pointing down very good for that though. Oh boy, a lot of these like older water toys though, the rubbery bits kind of get like lose their seal, so we got like leaks around and I almost see like a crack forming already here, so these don't hold up too well. But I like to at least get one bit of a feature to show for the video, since I am just going to kind of display these on the shelf. It's not like I'm playing around with Batman stuff. But hopefully I don't start an electrical fire here. There is an outlet down there. This is a problem probably. I guess I'll point it this way, but then I'm going to get it. Filled with water, shooting the Arctic missile. Okay, it works best aimed down, unfortunately, but you can see the water shoots out the missile. That's kind of the watery aspect. It will shoot a missile, but there's the water too. It's supposed to squirt too, but I think we're losing a lot of seal here just because of age. There you can see kind of a crack, but that's the idea. I mean, some people won't even show you the cool features of these. Like, why even talk about them if you're not going to at least try to show it? I know they don't always work because of the age, really. You could probably find some kind of sealant or something, but I mean, it's going to change, you know, the look, make it glossy with a sealant on there. But it looks all glossy, all wet, too. So might look into repairing watery action figure stuff in the future here. Believe me that I have a cup of water. But even if it doesn't function that well, at least it's going to look cool as like a spear weapon for this Arctic themed Batman with the kind of Mr. Freezy style armor. Pretty kooky looking. They would reuse the armor piece in the Arrow Strike Batman that would release in 1993. Here we have it in gold because it's a gold Batman for the Batman Returns line. We did cover the gold Batman from the first movie's action figures, the Tech Shield Batman. Ooh, bold of them to put it right next to the Arctic Batman on the back of the box. It's the same figure, the same armor, slightly different weapon. Here we got the just a missile launcher without the water thing, in the style of like the Penguin's weapon from this toy line. Little shooter with again the arm hook, like we saw on the artwork here. So maybe it was intended to come with that originally and they changed it to the water squirting. Maybe they just added that little water plume effect, little water spray in there. Could be, because then we had the Arrow Strike Batman. Same launcher as the Penguin one, which we went over the Penguin. You can see that video. Of course, this launcher in turn is a copy accessory from the Crime Attack Batman from the first Batman figures as well. So another one that we have a cool video about right here. So there's the reusing here. Wasn't going to open these like the later ones of the Batman Returns. We could if this ends up being like a very popular kind of series with these Batman figures. But we kind of see the accessories in like the main line here with the Arctic Batman. But you can let me know if you want to see all of them kind of opened up and shown here. I was just going to focus on the main releases, kind of the initial releases from the movie, not these later kind of 1993, even like a year later kind of release, trying to like recolor and get some more figures out. Kenner's Arctic Batman, one I never got to have as a kid, but I like adding it now, kind of having the lineup of a lot of these first wave figures from like the first and second movie for Batman, that early 90s time, when I was really playing with a lot of Batman action figures stuff. And that's what I like to show here is the ones I had as a kid, and then when I get one that I didn't have as a kid, we kind of open it up and get to check it out as well. A lot of other 90s toy lines, what I like to show here. Plenty more Batman stuff planned if you specifically are interested in that, but plenty of other 90s figures as well. Either way, you'll want to stick around for the next video right here.